What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Now this video is gonna be slightly different than some of the other videos I've been making, because today I want to talk about the current situation that's happening around the world, and that's namely quarantine and things like that. I know that I'm quarantined here in Europe, and you might be quarantined anywhere where you are in the world, right? Because most of the planet is pretty much quarantined. There's some levels to it, but most of us are affected the same way. All right, and that means that there's different ways of people are basically interacting with the economy. Economy is affected. People are buying different things. People are consuming different kinds of content. They're also not buying things that they used to be buying. So this is what I want to talk about today, namely what kind of offers can we promote? Where is the demand, right? Where is the demand picked up and where is the demand went down, right? Because, this is a radically different situation, something that we haven't really experienced, right, in recent years. And this is what I really want to focus on this video about, because there's some opportunities here. And there are also some things that you have to, adjust in your campaigns or how you're doing marketing, right, in order to be successful in this coming era, okay? And so I was basically looking at this chart. I found this chart on the internet, and it's basically traffic growth or decline due to the current situation, okay? And so we have advertising and kind of construction went down. I don't really want to focus on these small ones, right? Less than 10%, more than 10%, because it could be just due to a regular seasonal variation. But if you look at advertising, we have construction, we have insurance, manufacturing, real estate, retail went down a little bit, but not too much. Transportation, and the biggest loser is travel, right? And that's because people aren't really traveling, okay? They're kind of, this is what the whole thing is about. They're not really traveling. They're really confined to, where they are at the moment. And the biggest winners are finance, food, healthcare, and media. Okay, media is the biggest one. And that's because people are consuming media, right? They're watching Netflix, they're watching YouTube, they're watching, some other service, right? They're streaming stuff, they're they're consuming a lot of content, basically. And this is a very interesting kind of diagram. Another thing I went is I basically went on Twitter and I just typed learn to play a piano immediately. And what I wanted to get is like how many people out there are basically trying to learn a skill simply because of quarantine, right? In other words, they wouldn't be learning this if, this situation was not happening. And I found a lot of results, right? Here's an interesting one. Quarantine routine, 10 a.m. this, 1 p.m. this, and then 3 p.m. try to learn the piano. So basically, you're going to see patterns of people. Basically, they're confined to their homes and they have to do something, right? They have to learn a skill. They have to, there's going to be, there's a change of behavior that's happening as opposed to what it was before the whole situation, or normally, you would say, right? Because a lot of people, they cannot go out and, go out and watch a movie, or they cannot go out to a restaurant to eat. That there's a change of behavior, and this has a great effect on marketing, right? The kind of things that we can promote, where the money is made, and things like that. And so what I want to focus on today, right? And when you think about the kind of offers you can promote during the whole crisis we have here, is that they fall into kind of two categories, right? On the first category is these health offers, right? And these are health medical offers. And they typically deal in two things, right? Prevention and treatment or cure, right? And the bulk of these offers are going to be in prevention, right? Because there's no treatment and cure for this. And so, if there is, right, they haven't really been approved by the FDA in America, right? And so I wouldn't really focus on treatment or cure. I would focus on prevention, right? There's a lot of offers having to do prevention. And the second category is the non-health offers, right? And these are any kind of hobbies, work from home things where you're forced to work on while you're at home, entertainment, things like that. And there's a lot of things where you can promote a lot of value that you can bring to the table. And so that is kind of what I want to talk about today, right? So MaxBounty, if you go into MaxBounty, it has a ton of offers. There's a wealth of offers in there. You just have to know where to look, right? And so the first category is this kind of health and pharmaceutical, right? All you have to do is just type something like this, right? And you're going to see a lot of results, right? So if we type this query, you see this immunity oil, pure herbal immunity oil. You have, Survive, pandemic guide. You have Sanitizer. You have some masks as well, safe mask. things like that, right? We could open this up. This is a 50, so we can open the sanitizer, right? I know there's a lot of shortages when it comes to like sanitizers and these kind of basic things. So we have a light sanitizer, the portable lamp that sterilizes everything within your reach. And so this is obviously a prevention run, and this is what you should be focusing on. Like I said before, I wouldn't really focus on treatment or cure because, you're going to have a lot of problems. This is, this is a much better area to focus on. And so we have 50 per lead. You can promote it pretty much everywhere. You're already approved and it's worldwide, right? You can promote it worldwide, right? So this is one kind of offer. Another offer that I wanted to talk about is, obviously we have these safe masks. They're all over the place, right? And there are also shortages around the world of this, right? So we have this offer here. This is another kind of prevention offer, safe masks, 35 per lead. Things like that. All countries are allowed. You can promote it pretty much everywhere, right? So you're going to find a lot of these kind of offers, right? Either health, wellness category or e-commerce, right? If you've been watching my videos for a while, I like this e-commerce category. And so I don't want to spend too much time on this. All you need to do is basically, type, the proper keywords, and you're going to find, don't mention these ones, right? But you're going to find the kind of offers you need, right? A lot of this is going to be kind of this immunity, right? If you type immunity, if you type, let's see, you type survive, right? Things like that. You're going to find this kind of in the medical niche, right? That is kind of the first category, right? And these are the offers, if you want to promote them, it's definitely a good offers to promote, right? Like I said, I would be focusing on the prevention, right? So prevention includes things like we have total defense, we have various supplements, we have, vitamin C, vitamin D, all kinds of complexes, physical products. All of these fall under this category. Okay, and this is where I would kind of stop, right? I wouldn't go further than that. I wouldn't promote any kinds of made up cures or anything like that, because there is no cure. Okay, so there's no need to even go in there. Okay. And so this is where I would stop when it comes to this kind of the medical health niche, right? There's a ton of them. All you have to do is just put something like immunity, and you will find other ones as well here. And so there's only two, but you should be able to find other ones as well. And that's the first thing. The next thing I want to talk about is dating, right? Dating is also a big one, simply because people cannot really go out, to a restaurant, to a cafe in various parts of the world. They're confined to their computer. So we have dating, right? The dating niche. I made videos about that months ago, right? Talking about different ways of promoting it. Dating is a little bit tricky, right? It's not, I would say it's not easy for beginners. You can promote it, right? My advice is, if you want to promote dating, is that you promote less aggressive offers. And what I mean by that is you want to promote just regular dating offers, right? There's a lot of these kind of hookup offers there, right? You're going to find a whole range of different kind of dating offers. And my advice is, when you're starting out, promote these kind of family, kind of friendly, right? Innocent looking dating offers, right? I would not promote some of these kind of more advanced, more kind of aggressive offers, things like that, right? So dating is, you should have some experience with it, but that's a good one. Remember, you cannot promote dating, online dating on Facebook. They just don't allow it, period. So if you want to promote it, you can, create a website, talk about, relationship, or, the do's and the don'ts, and then you can promote it on the website. But you cannot promote it, even if you have a landing page, you cannot really promote it on Facebook. So that is dating. That is when it comes to dating. The next one is actually one of my favorite ones, and I've been making a ton of videos when it comes to this, and this is online education, right? And this is kind of what this tweet is about, right? Learn to play a piano. A lot of people are actually trying to learn things, right? I've been watching a lot of interviews with people basically confined to their homes, and there's people learning new languages, people learning how to code, people learning how to play a piano, people learning computer languages as well as, natural languages. So there's a lot of interesting things. Now, these educational offers are fantastic. I highly recommend them to beginners, to pretty much everybody. And you will find them under the category selection here. You're going to find some. So this one, digital learning for kids, I saw that I think has good potential, right? This is for parents, obviously, because a lot of kids are at home, right? They're being homeschooled, or this distance learning and things like that, right? So especially in the United States, lots of schools are closed. In Europe, schools are closed, and pretty much like in different parts of the world. And so we have here Hooked on Phonics, digital learning for kids, and this is going to be, you're going to be targeting this to parents, right? This is United States of America only. It's a new offer, right? So no EPC just yet. Offer converts on CC submit, $560 per lead, right? This is going to be targeted to parents. Obviously, kids don't have their own credit cards. They're not going to be running around and buying these offers. And so if you want to do campaigns, you have to target parents, right? Just say like, hey, do you want your kids to learn something? Worried that your kid is gonna fall behind because of the current situation, things like that. So we have this. That's the first offer I wanted to mention. Another offer is obviously Skillshare, which I really like. Skillshare is an offer that you have to be approved, and it shouldn't be a big deal, because if you basically follow what they're telling you, right? No direct linking on social, search/social, things like that. Create a landing page, promote it on the side. The methods that I preach, right? You will have no problems, being approved for this offer. Skillshare is a good one. Another one is LinkedIn, right? And this is actually not in education. I think it's not in another category. And if we go here, LinkedIn Learning, right? This is an offer I love. I've been talking a lot about this, right? You can promote it on all. So I know many of you are going to ask me, hey, but it doesn't have social, it doesn't have this. If you want to promote it on Facebook, but it doesn't have that, just create a little site. Just create a little site, and then you can promote it on that site, right? Contextual means a link. Just create a little site, or create a landing page, right? And collect emails, and then you can promote them using email. Oh, yeah, they say no email. Okay, so you cannot promote it using that. Then that means creating a little site, like I talked about. You just go back to some of my videos, and I talk about creating a 5 to 10 article site having to do with a certain niche, right? It's not going to be about LinkedIn or anything like that. It's going to be about a niche, right? Python, Excel, and then you run a campaign on Facebook about learning Python, learning Excel, and then on your site you're gonna have promotion methods, right? So I have videos on that. I'll probably make more videos on how to do it correctly. And so there are always ways around it, right? There are always ways around it. Fine, they don't want to do directly on Facebook, no problem. Just create a site, or you can use display, right? Google Display Network, right? So there's all kinds of ways, right? There's always ways of doing it. So, and you don't even need to promote LinkedIn Learning. You could promote another offer, right? So, there's a lot of them, right? Skillshare. There's also another one called, let's go back and find it. It's called Treehouse. Treehouse is a learn how to code, right? And I actually made a video, some videos back about kind of methods with promotion and this, and they allow social. They allow display, right? So you can promote this. It's as good as LinkedIn, right? If you want to just focus on coding, right? Just run a campaign on coding, because there's going to be a lot of people just sitting at home and say like, hey, it's time to learn how to code, right? And you can use this like, hey, you're stuck at home anyway. Don't mention, virus or germs or anything like that in your campaign. Just say like, stuck at home, why don't you learn how to code, right? So this is a great offer, right? And you can promote this anywhere you want, right? Another one that I want to talk about is called Blinkist, right? Blinkist is a subscription, and it's basically let's go read a little bit, key ideas from best-selling nonfiction books. So it's a very similar offer to LinkedIn, and as well as to the Treehouse offer, right? It's about, fit reading into your life, right? People are on the go, right? In big cities around the world, and even small cities, people don't have time to read, right? They're constantly on their phones. Now there's this whole movement about, hey, I'm stuck at home. I might as well go out and learn books, right? This is absolutely, and this one you can promote it everywhere, all right? So you should not have any excuse of not being able to promote these offers. You cannot promote it on email incentive. You can do search, you can do social, you can do display, you can do anything you want. And this is a good offer right now, right? Right now, this is a good one. And another offer I want to mention is Pimsleur, right? There's a couple of offers, so let's go back to the search campaigns and we can see what the difference is between. There's like 2 Pimsleur offers, right? And if we put Pimsleur, we can do that, and we can see there's like 2 offers. So one pays you $23 per lead, another one pays you $8 per lead. EPC is a little bit different. So let's go, so one is email only, and the other one I would assume is like everything, right? So let's open this offer that's everything, but they pay you, they have a smaller payout, right? They only pay you 8 per lead for sign up for a 7-day free trial, and you can promote it on contextual display and mobile ads, right? And if you want to promote it on the rest of these, right, you need to create a site and use that as a buffer, right? It's USA only. You have 100 actions per day, and then you have another offer, and this is the email only, and they pay a lot more, right? And so how do you promote this? Let me tell you how you can promote this. You can create a site and basically collect emails, right? You can create a landing page and collect emails on the landing page without promoting anything. You can do that, right? And then you can do email marketing. Another way you can do it is solo email, solo ads, right? You can search one of my videos. I'm gonna try to have it linked below, about basically going out and buying solo ads, which is where you're going to somebody else who has a lead and you're letting them promote your offers. You're kind of renting their email list, right? So you can do that. And you know, once you explain to them how you're gonna promote it, they're gonna allow you to do that, right? So this is another offer. This is a speak a new language offer, okay? A lot of people are like, hey, I want to learn Spanish, I want to learn French, I want to learn Russian. People are basically trying to do things that they had an excuse of not being able to do before because they were on the go. Now they don't have an excuse. Right now they're basically sitting at home, or at least, you know, they're kind of confined to their geographical area because we cannot travel. You cannot, you know, travel. You know, some countries you cannot even travel around the country. So even if you're not physically at home, you're confined to your city, right? Let's put it this way. And so this is a very good opportunity to do so, right? And that's kind of what I wanted to cover when it comes to online education. There's a lot of other, you know, there's several other offers. You just kind of have to search around and look into it, right? Another thing I wanted to mention is survival, right? Survival kind of stuff, right? And this is a very, very popular niche, survival. And it's basically, you know, it appeals to people that are kind of, they like to buy this kind of, you know, survival gear. And so if you enter survival in the search box, you're going to see various results. And a lot of this is not directly, you know, happening with the current situation, but, you know, these kind of situations, right, they're affecting a lot of people, and there's a, you know, there's a risk of something bad happening, right? It ignites these people who had a predisposition for kind of the survival mentality, because, you know, a lot of people are stocking up on food, right? There's shortages in many places around the world, and you know, this is where you can also promote, you know, things like night vision, right? And this is not really related to what's happening, but still, right? This is gonna, you know, people are gonna be buying this stuff because they're gonna think, hey, you know, the apocalypse is coming, you know, the end of civilization is coming. There's a lot of people that, you know, kind of they view the world through those lenses, right? This is their truth. And so you can promote different survival. And obviously I entered survival, right? You have to go out and go. So for instance, if we go to night vision, this night vision offer, right? Night vision cap. And so we have this. This is inside e-commerce and consumer products, right? There's also various kind of, you know, novel knives, you know, Swiss Army knives, things like that. And this offer pays 8 per lead. You can promote it on all channels except email and incentive. It's USA only. That means it's probably a high quality offer since they only want USA traffic, night vision power, ultra bright, things like that. And so this is another area that I would be looking into, right? And there's a lot of this, right? There's a good amount actually, even on MaxBounty, right? That I've seen, right? If you go into consumer products, and there's a lot of this, right? Well, there's that mask. There's a lot of these little gadgets, anti-radiation shield. You can even try to promote that because, you know, it falls into that, you know, these people, they're activated, right? And they're interested in kind of the survival gear and things like that. Assault bag, you know, that's very like kind of it's distant from where we at, but that is also an offer, right? And so if you look at this, you just basically, you cannot really search for this, right? You have to, so there is some kind of free neck knife, right? So let's look at this offer right here. This is, okay, so there you go. That's in the neck knife, discreet weapon. Bad guys don't see it coming. Here's another kind of survival offer, right? And so, you know, there's a lot of these little, you just kind of have to get creative and think outside the box, because, you know, people that are stocking up on food, and and besides, survival niche is a big one, right? Camping, hunting, outdoor defense, Patriot, right? Targeting tips, users that are male, and who have an interest in the following. So this is very easy to target on Facebook because there's a whole kind of, it's very easy to kind of target this whole category of people. And that is kind of what I wanted to talk to really cover, right? We have these two types of offers. We have healthcare and pharmaceuticals, and this includes, physical products. This includes various, like different supplements you can take, vitamin C, minerals, vitamins, things like that. I'm interested in actually buying that, right, to boost my immune system. A lot of people are buying these things. So this is, these are kind of innocent offers. It's not like a supplement where, take this and you can gain 50 pounds of muscle tomorrow. Medical equipment, that's actually part of this, right? That's all one. Then we have dating, right? Just don't promote aggressive offers. It's something easygoing just to start with and see where you go. Online education, hands down my favorite category. We have LinkedIn Learning, Treehouse, Skillshare, Blinkist, Hooked on Phonics, and various hobbies and learning. This is actually the same category, right? We have language learning. And then we have, remote work equipment, home improvement, right? Home improvement sweepstakes. And use your, become creative and see what else is there, right? I cannot cover, every single offer that's on MaxBounty. That's just going to take too much time. And then we have survival kits. There's survival pen, various knives. It's a very, very, healthy niche. There's going to be always offers there, right? Because there's always demand. And that is kind of what I wanted to cover in this video, right? I wanted to show you get you some of the ideas and show how you can actually, help out, right? By promoting different things that people are actually interested in, right? We as marketers, our job is to meet demand, right? And demand is changing, right? Demand is changing depending on, where we are. Several months ago was a completely different ball game. Now things have changed. And so you have to kind of go with the flow. You have to see where the demand is, what people are interested in, and try to fill that demand. And that's really what we're all about. All right, guys. So that is all I wanted to talk about in this video. I really hope you enjoyed it and gotten value from it. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. If you want to see other videos such as this one about MaxBounty, CPA marketing, different methods of promotion, different offers, definitely subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell. And, thank you so much for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one. And make sure you stay safe out there.